Now, Maddie, let's go to you first up there in Darwin, and I just want to take you to the Herald Sun. Now, here's an example of the way in which newspapers can do so much good for their local communities, and of course I refer to the headline there, answering the call, coming under the banner of Frontline Heroes, a News Corp inspired campaign. Win for heroes. Phone bills waive for frontline health staff. Doctors, nurses and other healthcare workers won't have to worry about paying mobile phone bills for 3 months with Optus after it responded to the Herald Sun's campaign to support our frontline heroes. The major win will waive Optus post-paid phone bills for all registered healthcare staff. Vodafone has also come on board, offering 2 months of free phone service to registered practitioners. Matt Cunningham, that's a very stirring indictment on just how a good campaign can do great work for the community.
Absolutely, Gleeson. I mean, I really do think it's in times of crisis like this that we see the best come out in our communities, and I think that often plays out through our newspapers. I think it's even more pronounced in smaller communities like the one I live in and like the one that you used to live in, for instance, in Townsville, where you used to edit the paper. You really see, I think, the local papers come to the fore in these sort of situations. I've just been amazed at the work of the Northern Territory News in the past couple of weeks, the way they've been publishing, the way they've been covering this particular story. But the same goes for so many of the papers around the country, and they're doing it under very difficult circumstances. This is a terrific win for that campaign that they've been running. You have to say hats off to Optus and to Vodafone as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if people from Telstra don't pick up the paper tomorrow and follow suit too. I think the businesses around the country have been remarkable in their generosity throughout this coronavirus crisis, and I think we're seeing another example of that on the front page of the Herald Sun tomorrow.
And Matt, it's interesting that some corporate entities, go out of their way to try and help in this particular time of crisis. And then, you see some others who, push ahead. For example, unions who continue to push ahead for pay rises for their staff. And of course, they were heavily rebuffed today in Queensland by the Palaszczuk government, being told to get back into their corner. Don't even think about a 2.5% pay rise on July 1.